HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Hey, Lenni gang, welcome back to the channel. We're in a new spot. We're actually, a new setup for right now. I apologize for being gone so long. A lot of living life and a lot of life changes have happened. I actually took some of my own advice. The last video we got together, we were talking about insecurities, taking care of your mental health, and I feel like that's what I've been doing. I've really been doing a lot of personal work in my personal life outside of YouTube. So today we're coming back with a new video, and today I actually, for this Lenni Talk, I just wanted to have a casual conversation. I'm feeling severely annoyed, and I'm starting to avoid people because, this whole conversation around like Dababy, cishet men, and specifically cishet black men, like it's so old now, and it really is bothersome. And at this point, it's like, is there really any understanding or level of help that is for them, or trying to get to them to relate? Because the issue that I'm having is, yes, I understand that we have freedom of speech. Severely understand that. However, there comes a point where you're definitely free to say whatever you want, but there's always consequences to whatever actions that you have. We can't, not saying that we can't, because we certainly can say whatever we want to say, but if you're going to say whatever you're going to say, then you have to be willing to accept whatever consequences that come with that. This whole Dababy situation, you're at this performance and you're yelling, I guess in your attempt to hype up the crowd, stigmatizing HIV, calling out women's, area if it, smells or tastes like water. I can't remember exactly what he said. And then if you're not sucking lollipops in the, parking lot, put your lighters up. If you're not gay, if you don't have HIV, and you're not a woman, why are you in everyone else's business? It's to black men specifically. There's this interesting dissonance that's happening, because on one end, in the black community, specifically with black men, there's an understanding of what is and isn't racist. So let's just say, for instance, Jack Harlow, who is this up and coming white rapper, if he got up on stage and he was saying N-word this, N-word that, put your lighters up if you're not an N-word. Like, if all of that was happening, black men specifically would be like, oh, he's racist, we need to cancel him, this is not it. White people can't be saying that type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's completely understood. If anyone gets up and they're saying something homophobic, or if they're saying someone misogynistic, or something transphobic, then, sorry y'all, there's like a fruit fly in here or something. But if someone's saying anything like that, then it's lost upon them. And that's the thing that I just really don't get or understand, because why perpetuate the same oppression that you feel from white people? Like, that's just what I don't understand or get. I guess I guess if you sit and think about it, maybe that's the only way you feel empowered. If you're able to put other people beneath you, or if you're able to stigmatize other people, then you feel some sort of power. So maybe that might be a psychological background behind it, but it's not it. And I feel like we're moving into a space where that stuff is really starting to die down. Like, well, not necessarily die down. I feel like people are not having the patience for it anymore. I would understand if Dababy's core audience was straight black men, because really, to be honest, straight black men weren't really for Dababy in the first place. Dababy positioned himself to be in the pop arena. You know, he tagged along with Meg, which aligned him with black women at the time because, you know, Meg's machine is primarily black women. And Meg is starting to have pop crossover appeal. So, of course, Dababy's having pop crossover appeal. And, like, he did his song with Dua Lipa. I believe it went #1, Levitating. Me personally, I prefer the solo version, but that's neither here nor there. But he does this song with Dua Lipa. So you're putting yourself in the pop realm. And I can't necessarily speak for the rap community. I know in female rap that definitely, you know, the gays are there. Like, we're setting up the outfits, we're doing the choreography. But I know certainly in the pop area, the gays are doing a lot. The same thing with the female rap, like the hair, the nails, the choreography, everything. So you have all of these people that you're working with, and then you also have people who are in positions of power that also are gay or white or looking at you as a money machine. And now that you've offended the gays, they don't want to work with you. You offended the gays, so now GP doesn't want to work with you. And then now you're not making money for executives, so now executives don't want to work with you. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation just so you can feel more masculine or align with masculinity. I don't get it. So I really just wanted to open the conversation to everyone and see how you feel. Like, what are your opinions on how things operate with dealing with, you know, straight men? Or if you're a straight black man, like, what is your perspective on how Dababy is? Like, do you personally find offense with, you know, women, gay people, trans people? Like, because I really want to understand. I want to understand what about someone else living their life hinders you. And I saw this horrid tweet, and if I can find it, I'll put it up here. But this gentleman tweeted that if we cancel Dababy, we need to also cancel Lil Nas X. And my thing about it is, why? Because it's not the same. It's completely not the same. Lil Nas X is expressing himself and living within his truth. He's not speaking on other people. You know, nowhere did Lil Nas X come out with a song and say, if you're not straight, put your lighters up, or straight people are the plagues of the earth. Like, that narrative isn't popping off. What he's projecting is, be comfortable with yourself. These people are demonizing me. Like, let me troll that. That Dababy's doing, that's that homophobic, I'm trying not to curse over here. That's that homophobic stuff, like, that, you know, we hear when we go to, like, barbershops and when we go to straight spaces, like, it's really, really disheartening. Because on one end, I know for me specifically, as a black man, I understand, like, the black community. I understand what it means to feel a kinship with people who look like you, who have had somewhat of a similar life experience as you, but also that intersects with my homosexuality, because it's difficult. Because on one end, you feel like, okay, I understand, I relate. And then on the other end, it's like, I really don't, because, you know, you're doing the same stuff to me that you're complaining or harping about white people doing to you. That's the difficulty that I find when it comes to, you know, making straight friends or anything like that. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. And it's really difficult to navigate spaces, because sometimes, like, even though I'm happy with who I am, it's difficult to navigate spaces because you don't know how other people are going to react just for you living your life. I just wanted to open the conversation, express some of my thoughts on the situation. Definitely, if you have a comment or if you have any type of opinion, go ahead and drop that below. Leave a like, definitely subscribe. And I want to have more like little commentary talks or little mini rants or Lenni Rants. Oh, that might be a thing. Lenni Rants, I like that. But definitely I'd like to hear what you got to say. Go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you the next time. Peace.